Yeah, I'm happy to take a look at him.
Yeah, perfect. I think we should be live by now, right? Yeah, we're live. All right. So I'm not sure what the delay is on the stream, but my stream should be coming up pretty quick. And the ones I want to use, I'm definitely going to use the Yak deck. I think your Yak deck, I think, is pretty awesome.
Um, I don't think it was my Yak deck. The deck I shared with you was the three color swarm.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I meant. That bad boy, I'm definitely going to use.
Yeah, I was actually noticing in the Faeria Friday that got posted today, they posted my deck list in that, so that's
Yeah, it
pretty
was
cool.
awesome. Yeah, it's really a lot of fun. Obviously, I don't play it optimal, but I had to learn. But I
Yeah,
think that's good.
I
And
think
then,
it got some traction because Summer and Duke were streaming the other night, and they were messing around with the deck list, making tweaks to it and stuff. So
hey, see, that's a great, what's it called? A compliment when they sitting there playing with your deck, especially them, right?
yeah, it was funny too because they saw the initial deck list and they were pretty skeptical, right? Because three colors is kind of insane, right?
Exactly.
But they started playing it and they were just like, wow, like
No,
using Tetra to buff Rakoan Reveler feels pretty good.
oh, it does. And then when I played on the stream, I think I went 6-0,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was insane.
yeah, you were there, right, when I did that?
Yeah, yeah, it was. That was good.
Yeah, and I didn't even play, and I was just learning the deck too, and I didn't even. But anyways, that's definitely gonna be one of them. I know it's gonna probably be banned, but that and then the hell am I
Yeah, a
doing?
lot of times people see because I know Saturn made this assumption when he was first playing games against me, but a lot of people see that deck and they assume it's Rakoans, right? Because it's
Ah,
got
exactly,
got the multicolor thing going on.
exactly, and then they see usually. I'm gonna probably have to rename my deck so because like my decks, I noticed when we fought. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'll do it off stream. Like it said, mono green fish, tree of everlife. So that gives my opponent a
Oh,
huge.
well, the name on your deck list isn't shown to your opponent.
Oh, it's not.
It's just the deck cover. So what you want to do before you submit the decks is you want to change the deck cover to something generic, so you're not giving information away.
That's a great idea. I forgot how you do that, but
Like oh you just go into your collection and go to edit deck, and there's a button that you can click to change deck cover.
you're right. Now let me change it because the Tree of Everlife. So let me change it to the Lady of
Yeah,
Sorrows.
like Tree of Everlife is, yeah, like that gives away like that it's a greedier deck.
Exactly. So let me do. What about Seek Shelter? Seek Shelter is not going to indicate it's a greedy deck. I don't think.
Well, what a lot of people do is they'll use super like staple like bread and butter cards, right? So if you're a red deck, you put Cypher's Wrath as your deck cover, or you put Garrodon. And
I see.
like every deck runs Garrodon, so you're not giving them any information.
Exactly. So matter of fact, I'm going to put Ruin's Guidance instead because that's not going to give out anything other than it's in the
No. Yeah, that's just a solid generic card.
in red control. I put the spice, crystal spice. So I'm gonna probably change that to just wrath because you're right. I don't want to give any
Yeah.
kind of
Just something super milk toast and generic.
yeah, perfect. Thank you for letting me know that they don't see the name because that's where I thought I'm like, oh man, that gives away.
Yeah. The only thing they see of your deck list is they see the deck cover and they see the amounts that you have of each color in your deck.
Okay. That's actually good to know. So for like your deck, I'm gonna use a water elemental. That way it doesn't really give away any indication of what it is. And I'll change this later. And the super yak, let's change that to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change. I know. I'm gonna turn them off by putting destructive volley. They'll be like, okay, what's that? And then yeah, the Rakoan deck, which was banned when we did that. What was it against Saturn? He blocked that right away. Let me see if I could go in there. I might use a Rakoan too, but they're so. I'll use the Lady of Shadows. No, actually, I'll use... Yeah, Lady of Shadows which doesn't really give much away.
Yeah, there was actually there was one guy in the last tournament. I think it was Sabo, who he built his lineup just the right way so that he could have I think it was Crystal Spice in every single one of his decks. So that he could put it as the deck cover for every deck.
That's actually pretty badass.
Which is really hard to do because you know.
Oh no, it is.
Because Crucible rules.
Exactly.
You can do it if you commit.
I was thinking about that GY Fairies deck, which looks really cool. The problem is I haven't played it enough. I don't think it's... Well, actually, I haven't played your deck enough or the Yak enough. But like my Monofish green and red, I'm pretty comfortable with. But look at like this red deck. I think it could do really well against... it's a little greedy with the Crystal Spices. But I think it could do really well against yellow flyers because of all the removal.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's true. If you're playing like any kind of red mid-range deck, you just play the control game.
Yep. And I could actually play this more mid-rangers. I kind of tend to play it, go between my own wells, and collect. And I've had Axe Grinder. I've put. I could probably refine. Like I don't know if Record Chopper ×3 is necessary. Maybe one less Crystal Spice and put more early game. What else could be good early game? Like Underground Boss, right? Is that? Oh no, Underground Brigand.
My initial impression would be Brigand.
Yeah, maybe I could get rid of one Chopper, one Crystal Spice, and put 2 Brigands in. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little bit heavy, right? Because you've got the Bomb Slingers, you've got the Rakoa Copters too.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much.
A little bit on the heavy side.
So get rid of one of those for sure. I think Crystal Spice. See, what I love about Crystal Spice is it's a great card to give you a lot of value in late game when your threats start running out. I think one of them's okay though. I mean, 2.
I think where I would go with it is if you're planning on like going to the late game, like you've probably lost with kind of a more mid-rangey red deck like this, right?
Oh, you're right.
You probably want to like just commit to there being more oomph, you know?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I could
if you include like a few cards that are like value cards like that, but you get to that stage of the game, they're just gonna have more of those value cards because they made their whole deck around it, you know.
This is I'd technically call it control, but it is mid-range-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the combat cards, so it's a little more mid-rangey.
Ah, you're right. Because the reason I think it's kind of control because this bad guy, this Archsmith here is really, and people really overextend to remove this guy because they don't want you to get the value from him. But no, you're right. I think I think 2 spices and 2 choppers are good, and then 2 of the underground. That gives me a little bit more early game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Leia's good because it deals with a bunch of...
Yeah, another card you could think about is... Why can't I remember the name of the card right now? What's the name of it? Herald of War?
Oh, you're right. Where is he?
Because you've got the Brigands, you've got the Grim Guards.
There he is.
Here, that's combat.
We could probably...
Yeah, so if you wanted to have just a little more beef in there, it'd be like Heralds of War and Shadem Brutes.
Oh, you're right. So that means I would probably have to get rid of the lady, right?
Yeah.
Get rid of her. Definitely put one of those. Probably get rid of maybe the Crystal Spice.
Yeah, probably.
So that's a little bit... This is definitely more red combat.
Yeah.
And it's funny because this deck's done extremely well with me in my original build, but I could mess around with it like this. I kind of like this, actually. I never use this card. What was the other one you liked, too, you said?
Shadem Brute. It's a 5 cost.
Oh, Brute. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's just a good stat line. Get some nice chip damage in.
What would I remove for that?
Not Buldurian.
Oh, no, no, no.
You want him in there?
Yeah. What about...
Having.
What about getting rid of the Ritualist? Because the Ritualist was really there to support... I don't need 3 Ritual. This card does so many good things, though, but I don't probably need it, do I?
So, with like a mid-range red like this, right? You kind of you get to your like 2 or 3 mountains, right? And then you're just kind of +1ing each turn. To play the biggest thing and the biggest 2 things in your hand. So I don't know that you really need Ritualist, right?
These guys are definitely good. Ooh, the cost goes up so much. Well, what about him? Should I keep him? I love this card.
Yeah, Buldurian and Cypher are both good.
Yes.
If you were gonna trim something down, maybe Bomb Slinger. It's a good card. It's just you got a lot at 5 and 6 cost already. You know.
Yeah, you're right. What would I replace him with? Let's see.
You think about that. Could be like Gift of Steel.
Oh, you're right. Gift of Steel.
Or let's see, what else is good? Could be Gift of Steel. Could be Underground Boss. Like it's a 5 cost, but it's not really a 5 cost because it.
You're right. I miss Underground Boss too. Where is he?
5 costs.
There he is. We could put him in instead of the. Maybe get.
Yeah. So Recocopter versus Slinger, right? Like, Copter's usually better against flyers.
You're right.
They've got low health stuff anyways. Bomb Slinger, the bigger damage is usually more relevant against like green.
No, you're right.
Not as common.
So maybe get rid of the Recon Copters.
Well, I would say the opposite. Maybe get rid of the Slingers.
Ah, okay.
Because I'm saying you'll probably see more like blue jump or yellow flyers than
you're right.
Like green decks, you know, where you would want the 4 damage.
And then we could actually. Do you want 3 or 2, you think?
Of...
So this is kind of getting more of a... You're right, more mid-ranges. Mine was a little bit different, but this one's probably be better for more tournament environment, I think.
Yeah, this is a good, stable, like, red combat.
Yes. Record Chop is such a great card. We could put the Underground Boss, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that'd be really nice in here. Oh! It was nagging at the back of my head. Like what else? What's the thing I'm thinking about putting in here? You want Horsemaster in here.
Oh, you're right. To give
that's the good stuff.
I was thinking about that because he is really good, and I think 2 is enough.
I would almost say 3.
Let's see, 3, and then remove one of the Chopters.
Because it's a really good card. But so is Copter.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Maybe 3 Horsemaster. I mean, 2.
Yeah, give it a try and see how it feels. But like, you lack for being a mono red deck. You lack a little bit for movement options, right?
That's true.
And you've got all these combat creatures, so you do kind of want to eventually zip around the board.
That's true.
Pick off your opponent's collectors.
And I think this is do you think maybe 2 in there? Because if you're saying there's gonna be a lot of low, like flyers and all that, the 3 Recon choppers are gonna be priceless.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe cut like 1 brute.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wish that they would do the same as Hearthstone, where the golden ones stack no
Yeah.
matter what. I would
I was
love them
thinking
to do that.
I was thinking the same thing the other day, because as it is, I'm trying to collect as many mythic cards as I can, but I don't put them into my deck unless I have
Yeah, because well,
the 2 or 3 copies that I want.
exactly, because it messes up the flow, and you're right. Yeah, I like Horsemaster. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I got some good late game value with the evil blacks, Archsmith. Garridan's just GG every time you wipe him down. I like the Brute because he can go in there and get some good stuff going, and then this guy is actually really good for any of these guys. Look, combat. I mean, look how much. Well, he's not combat, but yeah, it looks good. And I've always thought about Flame Burst for Firebomb because there's all like against flyers having that Firebomb is so GG. But you think Flame Burst is just good enough?
A lot of these decks run both, just because they want that consistency, you know. Because a lot of times you use Flame Burst to kill a minion, anyways.
Yeah.
Just to deny your opponent's collection and push them off the board.
We could put 2 of those in and maybe get rid of the underground, the Grimguard. But the Grimguard's such a great early game.
Yeah, Grimguard is really nice. Let's see. You could try rolling with this deck list and just seeing how it feels.
Just
right?
like this. We'll see how it feels. So that's one of my decks I want to use. So we'll save this one.
Yeah.
And then this is another one I want to use. This, it has Horsemaster, so that kind of sucks. Because that means... this is my mono green deck, which really isn't mono green. It has a splash of yellow just because this card's so awesome. I love it. Plus, it gets with Beastmaster, so GG. This is for
So we could... Yeah. So my initial impressions would be you probably don't want Swordfish if you only have 2 cards for yellow.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So we could get rid of that. What about the Horsemaster? Get rid of that? Does mono green really need that?
So if you wanted a Horsemaster-like effect, but you wanted to keep it mono green, or pretty close to it, you could run the teleport cards.
Oh, you're right. That's actually probably better. What are they called? Grove.
I think it's called Sagami Elder.
This one.
Yeah, Sagami Grove Caller. There you go.
Get rid of that. Put 2 of those at least. I think that's better. This one I get because it gives value, plus it's a good early game collector, which this deck has early game, which I love. So this is more of a mid-range deck, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Bullpine, Stalkers I like. Hunt Down is good. Ancient Boar is good. Grove Guardian's good. Okay.
Another one I was going to think about for,
I would say you maybe want another, like, some more turn 1 or turn 2 plays.
Okay, so we could cut... I was saying is this Spirit of Everlife's kind of a nice late game too, but here, let's see. What else is good for mono green early game?
There's Sagami Warrior, another 3-cost 3/4. Get out on the board with the durable creature and
you're right.
Ready to buff it.
Maybe for the tournament we'll get rid of the fish, right?
Yeah. Because the way I think about it, right, is if you've got multiple, say you've got multiple cards that have a land cost of 3 forests, right? After you've built that third forest, you've already paid the tax for your deck, right? But if you've only got the 1 card or 2 cards that require desert, you're paying the most that you possibly could on that tax, if that makes sense.
Exactly. So this one here has better early game now, especially this guy. The Warrior's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
This guy's excellent too because he could port around, collect, and he could also end up going face if need be. This guy's just too good to control, especially against flyers. Hunt Down's just too awesome because it gives such reach to this deck. That's why these guys are here, because look at the beast. So that's 3 potential beasts there. Obviously, this is beast. This is beast, beast. So I need to support the beast. And then I have her, I think it's a her, for late game punch.
Yeah. I'm also wondering how we could fit an Elderwood Embrace in here. Because I think that's too good to not play.
What about get rid of... Do we need guidance?
You could probably afford just 2 guidance.
What about the force? Should we keep 2 of those? They're a great threat early, usually.
They are nice because if you know you're going up against a rush deck, you can just save up your mana and play that on turn 2. Let's see. So how many beasts have you got? You've got the zoologist. That's like 3.
3 beasts.
You've got Vulpine, makes 6. Stalker. I don't think we really count as a beast because it often dies.
Yes.
So then you've got the 3 boars. That's 9. Guardians makes 12. Okay. So there's a good amount of beasts in here. The other option is you could a card that has good synergy with Beastmaster is Priest of Everlife.
Oh, you're right.
Because then your creatures that wouldn't normally get buffed by Beastmaster do.
Oh, I didn't even think. I don't know why I didn't add this when I updated the list. We could put.
And it's especially nice because then you can have your Beastmaster get buffed and then buff other Beastmasters.
Okay, so do we need the Elderwood and... Oh, this is going to be tough to put the Elderwood Embrace in here. What about the what about getting rid of...
We might be cutting a couple of zoologists.
Yeah, at least one there. What about one of the Grove... What about one of the Grove Callers? Because that's kind of more for late game, right? Or no? We could also get rid of the Warrior.
Tough call. Yeah. Okay.
Because I know the Warrior's great, but the Priest kind of takes its spot, kind of in sense of early game. Obviously, it's a horrible statted minion, but...
Yeah, it's a little bit of an investment. Yeah. Yeah, you could try that.
Alright, so let's look at the list. And now we got room for one more. So let's look at the deck. We have Guidance, which I think is just a great card, especially for healing potential. This, good early game. This, Elderwood Embrace. This, I think, is going to synergize excellent with the deck. I just like her for late game threats, dude, because you could get that down there, especially if you've been doing a lot of stuff. And this is just a heavy hitting deck. I don't know how it's going to do, but is mono green decent still?
Usually, if people play green tournaments lately, it's Green Rush.
Oh.
Because they basically they throw out a couple good statted minions out there, like a Kingsguard or whatever, and then they try to get that initial buff to kind of bully their opponent off the well. And then from there they kind of starve you out.
Oh, okay.
But I've been messing around with it like the kind of more big green decks lately, because I saw a good list from Minakaro.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wouldn't say green is as strong as like blue or yellow or red, like in general, but it's really good against red.
Yeah, it is.
Because you've got your buffs, their removal doesn't scratch your creatures. Exactly.
I think this list is pretty decent right now. The Grove Caller is 2 of them's pretty decent. That gives a flexibility. Boar is just too good. This guy's really good against Rush. If this guy gets put down, especially against Yellow Rush if they don't have any kind of hard removal, and it gets buffed up by the Priest or by just the Beastman, that's pretty much GG. You don't know how many times I've won games with just flopping this guy down buffed. This Chew can actually get you a game. The thing about him is you tend to get him on board on your side of the board, so it's never really a huge threat for them. But if you could get it up there quickly or something like that, or wait and get it towards there, then they start changing their game plan because they're going to have usually an 8-8 or sometimes, if you're lucky, a 9-9 hitting the orb all the time.
Yep. Yeah, and the nice thing about the Grove Callers, right, is you can kind of play defense. Oh, yeah. As long as you need to, and then you can flip the kill switch.
I love that. That's one thing I love about that card. You can sit back, get bored. I got enough time now to go. So I think this looks...
we keep talking over. My bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I've got a deck that I could share with you that's kind of like a mid-range teleport deck, right?
Oh, really?
And like if you look up the card Nekomata, it's a 4-cost green.
Green. Oh, I think I know that. It's
yeah, it's one of the corrupt cards.
Oh, no, it's Necro, right?
Neko with a K, yeah.
Oh, Neko with a K. There she is, or he. This is one of my favorite cards that never see plays.
Yeah, so that card's cool because you can kind of play like a beefy green deck, lots of buffs, and then eventually you just need you don't even need a forest directly by their face because you can have it 2 spaces away, and you can teleport, and then you can take that creature's move for the turn.
Yep.
To immediately trigger the corrupt, and it's not too uncommon to OTK your opponent with it. Oh. Because you just put a few buffs on it, it doubles, they're dead.
Yep, it's dead. It's a great card. I used to have it in here back in the day, but I didn't have enough movement stuff for it. But this, I think this deck looks decent. Obviously, it's probably not going to be the best choice, but...
Yeah, again, it's like whatever you're comfortable with, you're going to play better.
And then another one, these two are the top 2 I'm probably really considering. This one here is the one that Saturn couldn't beat until he got to his, what is it called? It's green. It is a bit top heavy, but it is just a deck that once you stabilize, and it has a lot of ramp in here. Once you stabilize, there's just people. Especially when you drop this, people concede a lot of times because they can't deal with it. But this deck, I put the shelter in. I forgot the reason why I put that in there. Someone recommended Feed the Forest. I really don't like the Feed the Forest in here, but...
Okay, so what jumps out at me is you've got guidance in here. You've got Zephyr. You've got Deepwood. You've got a lot of duplicated cards in here.
Yeah, you're right.
Compared to your other green deck list. It also looks fairly greedy.
Especially, I have a lot of removal in this one.
Yeah. I would say the lakes just for Octopus and Frog Tosser are probably too ambitious.
Ah.
Because if you take a look at my Swarm deck, right? It's I don't have that many cards using lakes. But I'm using those lakes to pay the wild cost on my cards. Oh,
I see. I see what you're saying.
So like the lakes are paying for grappling hook. They're paying for Leia, etc. You know, Yakapult.
I see.
So like if you look at it, it's like most of the cards only have a land cost of any particular type of 2, so that I'm only building 6 lands at the most during the game.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, because Yakapult requires 6. Leia's obviously 4.
Yeah, so the wild cards give you a lot of flexibility if you're trying to do a multicolor thing.
I see. So let's see. You're right. You make a good point. Let's go back to... Because you're right. It is a bit greedy. Even though it's been really good for me overall. But first thing I would do is probably get rid of the Feed the Forest, no? Because there's only really 3 cards that really... Well...
So feed is really good with Therian Golem and Willow, and you're not running Willow.
Correct. I do have the blossoming, which is high amount. I kind of think that this isn't good for the deck. Someone recommended it, and I put it in there, and it hasn't done bad, but I don't think it fits my original. I forgot what I took out for there before, but
Yeah, Kodama is more for if you're playing like Oak Daddy cards like that.
oh, the reason I have it in there is for the extra ramp for the tree, because you need what 10 lands.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, you're in a situation where you're ramping up your land count for only a couple cards as your payoff.
Oh, I see.
It's all opportunity cost, right?
I see. So this deck probably I shouldn't use.
Yeah, you might want to, because again, you've got so many duplicate green cards with your other deck.
Yeah, you're right. So
if you were cutting things here or there, you'd probably be compromising both decks.
Yeah, you're right. And we'll forget that one. Let's see. What about? Ooh, hold on. Let's do the other one. Swarm. Well, you know that one. That's definitely one I'm going to register. I don't think it does have Recurring Copter in it, but an underground. But that's what. Ooh, it Garridan. So you think that'll interfere with my mono red?
So
it can't have 12.
You can have 12 cards max.
So that's
if it goes to 13, it's overboard.
All right. And then when we create the tournament, when we fight, it'll check, right?
Yeah. So when you're registering your decks in like an hour or two, they'll all be checked right then. You can't register an invalid deck.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So there's no need to worry before your match tomorrow.
Perfect.
That's why we're just doing our homework right now.
Perfect. And then I think Rakoan's... Oh, no, wait. This one might be a bad choice, too, because there's so many duplicates. I don't know. This might be okay.
So compared to the Swarm, you've got the Leia, you've got the Revelers, you've got the Garridan.
We also have...
And the Frog Tossers. So that's... Let's see. 1, 4... 5. I think that's 8 dupes.
Okay, that's within reason.
That's within reason, yeah.
Okay, so we got. Let's recap. Well, I'm gonna do this. That's 2. Plus, I'm gonna do your Swarm, and then I'm thinking Rakoan. Or instead of the Rakoan, I was thinking about this bad boy. This deck has been very successful for me as well. What do you think? It's either between this or Rakoan.
Okay, let me look at this. Outpost, Roaming Yak, Bali, Longhorn.
And this is Super's deck, and it's great.
Are you playing this more mid-range or more aggressive?
It depends on your opponent, but most of the time you want to go in front of your orb, go to a side mid-range, and you do a lot of prairies at first to accelerate the prairies, obviously, for Oversky Yak, and then start being... It's an aggressive mid-range deck, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
And stuff with this, like the Yak here, the turquoise, or whatever, this Tapor's Rack here, this guy here is really good too. So as you see, it's a lot of power in this deck.
Yeah, Topaz Yak is strong. I think it's called Sapphire Yak. Sapphire Yak is strong too.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. And then the Spirit Spice is pretty good.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I haven't really messed around with Yak decks too much. So, what I've seen of Yak decks though is usually they stick to one land of each type, so that they can play Emerald Yak, Topaz, Sapphire, and I'm forgetting the other one.
So
they usually do kind of like a rainbow thing.
Ah, interesting. So
but without getting too greedy into any of the colors.
Kind of like the Rakoan.
Yeah.
So this between this or the Rakoan, which one do you think would be better? I think the Yak ones probably throw people off guard a little bit, maybe.
So Rakoan's would probably be stronger in a vacuum, right? But
yeah, it's true.
It also depends which you feel more comfortable with.
Well, I don't know the Rakoan that well. I don't know the Yak that well, so there is that. So it's kind of even. I do
So
love the
if it's
power
kinda
level of
even-
both.
If it's kind of even, I'd say probably Rakoans.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll play this, my red, Cohen, and your Swarm, because the Swarm is just so awesome. Like I said, I still haven't played this deck optimal, but dude, this deck has so many good things.
Yeah, and I can give you some pointers on that too.
All right, so I think
I'm
those are the-
definitely, I definitely misplay with the deck too, but
Oh, it's so easy to misplay in Faeria, though, right?
yeah, like I had a game earlier today where I had a super buffed Octopus that got buffed from Priest of Everlife, right? And it was against Rush, so I had a really huge taunt, so the game should have been locked up, right? But I had the wrong land placement from 3 turns before, so I couldn't play my taunt in the right spot.
Yeah,
and the
you
guy
see.
got to hit face one too many times. You know.
You see? I know placement and the stuff. I have a bad. Well, it's kind of tough to stream and concentrate at the same time because you have to look at chat. You're talking everything out. I have a bad tendency of changing my mind in the middle of a play, and I'm like, oh shoot! So yeah, it's tough. That's
Yeah,
why
definitely.
That's why I never sign up for tournaments because like, oh man, this is gonna be a free win for someone. Oh, here, let's go.
No, I mean, I've given people some free wins, but you got to think about it as you're getting stronger each time.
That's true. All right, so we are going to do best of 3 here, guys. We're practicing for tomorrow's tournament, and then the deck format, classic or match format, you set to the correct one. Do you like the format they use for tournaments?
Yeah, I think it's nice. I think it ensures that you get some variety,
Oh yeah, exactly. And plus, I like best of 3 because I think best of 3 potentially is kind of dangerous because if even a much better player could potentially be taken out quickly because of bad draws, bad this, bad that, or
Yeah.
they didn't
Well,
ban the right deck.
Yeah. I've definitely seen some games, especially from the likes of like Lizard and Duke, where you would think they're unfavored in the matchup, but they see the lines.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know if it's too much of a problem or not. I'm trying to see if I can set the turns to infinite. So that you're not sweating it, but maybe it's better for your practice tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
If you do have the timer.
I don't mind the timer.
I'm trying to remember how many. I know it's 8 minutes per game. Well, for a best of 5, you get 40 minutes total, and you can spend it however you want. So if game 1 is super complicated, control versus control or something, and it goes like 15 minutes or whatever, it's fine, as long as the other games are kept within the time limit.
Wow, do you like time limits?
I think it's probably a necessary evil for the sake of spectators, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because if people were because Faeria is a complicated game, so the optimal thing would be to rope every turn, right?
Yep, exactly. You're right.
Not just to think about, because even if you watch competitive Hearthstone, there will be players who will rope on turn 1, not because they need to think about their turn 1, but because they're planning out their strategy for the next 15 turns.
That's why they do that.
Because they didn't know which deck they were going to queue into. So then right there in that moment, they're making their game plan.
And that's
for the entire match.
Yeah, and that's the difference between pro and average players, right?
Yeah.
You remember, are we gonna do best of 5 or best of 3?
Let's do best of 5 because you get to play all your decks.
Perfect. And this 2 checks to make sure your decks are good, right? Yeah, let's do this. This.
Should just be the one.
This and Cohen. Oh, whoops! Register first deck. Duh. There. Register second deck. There. Register third deck. There. Register 4th deck. There. It looks like it went through. You must work 4 decks that cannot complete. Alright, you're signed up. Oh, okay, it took it.
Nice.
So I know I don't have issues with... Alright, so this is the most important thing about ban, dude. So, like, you're right. I don't see any of your deck names, but I do see... Wow, you have a... This probably has behemoths. This one could have behemoths, too. You have a mono red and you have a mono... God, man, this is tough. Oh, no, wait, those are mine. No, wait.
So...
Those are yours.
Your decks are all on the top.
Yeah, duh. I was looking at it right, and then I got confused and looked up. All right, so man, for you, I don't really know what to.
Yeah, so some quick analysis here, right? If you're looking at my decks, if you see 27 reds, 3 neutrals in that one deck, you can assume that's red combat with 3 horse masters.
Yeah,
that's a pretty safe bet, and I'll tell you right now it is.
So. I probably want to ban that. But, yeah, I'm going to ban that.
And blue-red, you would usually... True Ice Rock Behemoth, you'd expect bargain a lot of the time.
Yeah. The thing about bargain is it can high roll and low roll. It's a very kind of RNG deck. So, but I don't know. I was thinking about banning that. Actually, that probably would have been a better... Oh, we're practicing, so we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah.
My initial get was to take out your first 5.5 deck with the 14 red, 17... I know Behemoth is in there, or there's some bargain elements in there.
Yep.
Oh, Ooh, mono green. Interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't... Everyone likes to ban Rakoan. And you know that one with the Leia on it, with the 10, 14, 13, 13, you know that's Rakoan.
Yeah.
Oh, chose a deck to play. I'm going to start off with... I'm going to start off with that. Yeah, ooh, mono green. Damn it, I didn't even pay attention to what you chose. That's going to be a free win for you.
We choose independently, so...
Oh, I don't see it until afterwards?
At the same time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see it happen once we've both chosen.
Ah, perfect. So
there's a cost-benefit analysis there of, you know, what do I think my general best deck is, or what deck do I think has the best matchup spread, right?
Perfect, exactly. I love the tree in that orb, man. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm Evil Atmos.
Yeah, that's right. His is his avatar. Each deck I have has a theme for the deck. Like my red deck has this red guy. Ooh. So now, like, see, usually with red, I like to go the same side my opponent does because red's really best at combating between the wells.
Yep.
So I am going to... we're going to do this. We'll accelerate it later. I could have gone down below, I guess, but I need to get towards you as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this 3-4 is going to be an issue. So we're going to get this, because I need to get this. We're going to do this. And I could play something else, but I'm going to wait. Actually, I could have set up a...
Okay. What do I want to do here?
You know, I never play this guy in my decks because he wasn't really too common until recently.
He's really good. I think he fell off for a little while because of the Gift of Steel nerf.
Ah.
But red combat's still really solid.
Man, see, there we go. Mono green in its best.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a misplay because now you could get down here and trade into it for free. Hey, doesn't he supposed to give your next combat creature? Isn't he supposed to get?
It's combat. It's combat to give the next creature.
Oh.
Not a gift. Yeah.
Oh, it's combat. Oh, I thought it was a gift. Duh. All this time I thought it was a gift. Oh, good to know.
How do I want to do this?
See, that was actually a misplay, I think, on my part. I should have moved the 4/4 down and put the Grim Reaper over here between the wells, forcing you... because now you could trade and get rid of the 4/4 easily, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Okay, where do I want to leave this?
But then again, I guess it's not too bad. Oh my god, that's so OP.
Yeah, I really like that card in big green.
Yeah, the problem is there's no way I can... I mean, I can move this guy back, I guess. I could at least one more turn of... we could block you there. I'm really just going to chill because I don't want to waste a lot of resources. I want to see if I can get some stuff. But you see, you got me on my what's it called? What's it called? My tail or whatever it's called?
On the back foot?
Yeah. Because red has a hard time with green, you know that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Where do I...
God, I would have had your 7/3, man. What is it called? Voice of Truth?
Yeah.
Oh, so awesome.
That card's slick. Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna do the cheeky play.
Well, at least you took damage. Okay, so what we need to do is...
And if you're wondering why I banned your mono green there, it's because I think the Swarm deck struggles against it.
Ah.
Because the Swarm deck is more creature heavy and, well, tiny creatures anyhow. And you've got the big guys right off the start, so my guys have to have a couple buffs to be able to contest, you know? So it gets awkward. It gets awkward in a lot of the early fights.
And I think that banning is a very important part of a tournament. Don't you agree?
Oh, definitely. Okay. Oh, it's too bad you had Wrath. Okay. Oh, it got its work done.
I thought it did. Oh, you're a stream sniper. I knew it. Nah, just kidding. This is just for fun and games.
No, I'm not looking.
Oh no, I don't care. This is just fun and game. But do you believe there are snipers out there though? I don't think it's that common anymore. Not for Faeria, but for Hearthstone, I don't think it's that common.
Yeah, not in Faeria. It's I mean, what would be the point? You know, there's no glory to be gained.
No, exactly. There's no money on the line. Nothing.
Ladder games. Like, you could maybe make an argument because of FWC points, but
that's true.
Even then, you know.
I'm really looking forward to the console release, man. I hope it does some good stuff. I do still think the Switch is going to be...
Yeah, Switch seems like a perfect place for a card game.
Alright, so we're going to do this. Obviously, I want to collect, right? Man.
Yeah, so this is the kind of matchup where Gift of Steel is good.
You're right, dude.
If you're expecting big green.
How often is big green in tournaments?
Not too often.
Oh, okay, but Gift of Steel would
maybe a couple people will bring it, but it's like how I was talking about Rakowacopter versus Bomb Slinger earlier. Usually the Rakowacopter is higher dividends because usually be smaller creatures.
No, you're right. We're gonna do, oh man.
But I believe in the way of green, you know.
I'm gonna sacrifice that and put that there and just wait because I have some tools in my hand. I got to start drawing too. I'm just going to let you deal with the 2-5. At least it could potentially protect my 3-6 here.
Okay.
That's the reason I put it down. I know it's going to die and it's easy, but I think if I could draw, maybe I could get an answer to this. Those 7/7s are such way tough to deal with, man.
Yep.
They're such a. I love the card. I think they're one of the. You know, it's a very basic card, but it's in Magic too. They have their own version of it. I think it even has the same name.
Of which card?
The Force.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's probably tons of vanilla static.
Yeah, Verdant.
Minions in the history of Magic, right?
Yep.
It's funny because at first those were pretty strong in Hearthstone.
Yeah, they were. Well, dude,
but eventually, the synergy catches up, and
Yeah, like today, Hearthstone's all about huge. Think about Hearthstone. The decks we have today. If you would have put those in vanilla Hearthstone, people were like, "What the f?" Assuming like it was only one person could play them.
Yep.
Today's decks are so insane with tempo and cute swingy turns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the Hearthstone videos I make, I get very pissed and very salty and cuss a lot. And then I even make comments like, you don't see me doing this in Faeria. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we're going to do.
A lot of it's because in Faeria, it's just a couple of guys playing cards, on top of a lake.
Oh, exactly.
in Hearthstone, you've got, there's an audio component to the emotes.
No, you're right.
And there's salty kids that are playing it.
Oh, no, you're totally right.
Like, I doubt we have many little kids playing Faeria, right? It's kind of a hard game to wrap your head around.
No, exactly. And it's more mature. You very rarely do you see people eat. Well, I can't believe I've gotten you down to 9 health without one minion hitting your face.
Yeah, jeez. See what I mean? Red combat.
I know. I love red, dude. I love red. I love green. You know what color I really haven't played a lot of is blue. But blue's good, too.
Yeah, blue is strong.
And sure. I don't hardly ever play yellow. So I need to get into those decks, but it's kind of hard to master everything.
Yep,
well, I don't.
Definitely is.
I'm trying to see if you look at the site. I mean, I do stream other games, so it's kind of tough for me to dedicate. Like I play Hearthstone. I'm going to play Legends of Runeterra. Obviously, I play Hearthstone. So I mean, Faeria, but it's hard to focus on all card games and be good at them.
Oh, definitely.
And that's why, like Hunter told me, he goes, well, I don't like doing that. I go, hey, play this play. He goes, oh, no, I want to focus on one. I'm like, and a lot of people tell you that, oh, no, you have to practice one, or otherwise you get sidetracked. You're never going to, oh, shit. I could technically, she's such a bitch to deal with.
Yeah.
All right. What do we
It's pretty funny seeing people overreact to Runin in like the Discord and stuff.
No, you're right. And why is it that
she gets cut from a lot of mono green decks?
I don't need. I think that's. I just need to put pressure. It's the point where I need to finish this game.
Yep.
I assume you don't have. You do have buffs, so she could be a potential. But she's not going to get KO or lethal anytime soon. Well, that's not true. If you put 3 Elderwoods Embrace, actually, I have like a couple ticks, but. And for me to win this, I need a pressure. I need to finish out the game. And that's a decision you have to make, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
And look at you. You go defensive, which actually is good for me because Ruin's not getting a buff. At least she... Well, I mean, you could technically still buff her, but...
Yeah.
I mean, 4 damage...
Yeah, that's the issue with Ruin sometimes, is your opponent can ignore it.
Yeah. See? Man, greens are so tough, dude. So tough to deal with.
The issue is I'm in tri-collection right now, so...
That too, yeah.
If I drag the game out, but don't die to burn, then I'm in a good spot.
So, okay, Homeboy dies no matter what, so I really don't want to lose this guy's collector. But unfortunately, I don't have... You know what? I'm taking a risk here, but... I know for a fact you most likely don't have a way to get rid of that shield.
Yeah, I do not.
Oh, you do have Ruin. You could have Hunt Down, though. I forgot about that, but I haven't seen any indication that you're running Hunt Down. Because you don't have any beasts.
It's not too heavy of a beast deck.
Even then, if you use her to bust the shield and then have your force trade into it, I'll take that. Because then I take less damage next turn. And then you lose a lot of tempo. Or you could be very aggressive. Oh, you see, dude? You see? Hey, but you know what?
Yeah, I like that.
It also kind of benefits me because I can deal with this thing a little bit easier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. I need to draw. I don't have a lot of Faeria, though. Ooh. Yeah, she's going to become a big, big issue. I'm holding in there, but I don't think we can...
Yeah. So the way you want to be thinking in some of these situations, right? When both players have taken a lot of damage and there's minions on both sides of the board, you kind of want to be thinking like, what is my opponent's like clock? Like how many turns would it take for me to kill them? How many turns would it take for me to kill them, or the other way around? You know.
Exactly. And I'm on a...
Yeah, and if you look at your hand and you're thinking they're gonna kill me first, then you need to try to interrupt that, right?
Correct.
Or if not, then you focus on going all out face.
So like right now I'm concerned because if you buff her, I'm in a real bad position.
Yeah.
I don't have any way of getting to your... I mean, I do have this red land, and I could use a Horse Manister play. The problem is I have nothing in my hand that's going to survive what you have on board. If I get rid of the 7-2, if I was able to get rid of that and then play something else, it'd be perfect. Then I could set up potential lethal, but that's not the case.
You probably want to be, at this point, just saving up mana to try to burn me out, right?
Yeah.
Because you're in a situation, right, where I have most of the board control, so you want to save up mana for burn.
Yep.
So that you can go over the head, right?
Correct. Now, I don't know if you have Ruden's guidance, but if you do, if I get the third flame burst, obviously it's GG. But if you don't have guidance, if you do have guidance, then my waiting is going to be for nothing. So, but it's I don't know what you have, so.
Yeah, so you're in kind of a spot, since you're behind on board, where you probably don't want to play around healing, right? Because if I have a heal, I'm just gonna win, right? Probably.
Hey, Summer. Exactly right. Yeah, if you have one heal, then I'm done.
So you can't always afford to play around your opponent's best answer.
I would recommend going and setting and turning on permanent. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? Do we have? We're gonna definitely...
Hey, what's up, Summer? How you doing?
Shit, I don't have enough. Hey, Summer, how are you doing, dude? Are you looking forward to the tournament tomorrow? Oh, so close.
Yeah, Summer acts.
Oh, actually, I think I might have missed.
He's gonna wipe me out.
Did I miss lethal? I think I might have listened. Hold on, like here. Wait 1 second. Ooh, if I would have, yeah, I missed lethal, didn't I? Because hold on, let me do my math right. No, wait. If I would have put a red land there, this does 2 damage to orb, right? Recurrent chopper.
Recocopter only damages creatures.
Oh, then never mind. I don't have lethal. I am this close though. I mean, I could technically take out Ruin, but then I have no way. See, this is a tough spot, because right now, if I use these 2 flame bursts to take out her, it's not going to matter, right? Oh, wait, can this go? 1, 2.
Yeah.
I could actually bring him down and attack and kill it to give me 1 more turn, but I don't think that's a good play. Yeah, Coppers. Didn't they used to go face and they nerfed it or something?
You might be thinking of Blazing Salamander. Blazing Salamander hits face.
You're out to kill her. That is true. I could have used to kill her. I was hoping to just... And yeah, I should have gotten rid of this. I still, though, would still be way behind, though. But it would give me one more turn. The problem is I have no minion to get to his orb. Yeah. Sucks.
Alright, good game, man.
Yeah, it's a good game. You see, but green's just so hard for red because all those big... Your 7/7s really took a toll. You know, if you didn't have those 7/7s, I think I would have had board control and I would have gone... It would have been a lot different game. Those 7/7s are just so hard for me to deal with.
Man, I do not have lethal, though. What's up with that?
Oh, but...
Damn, still no lethal.
He's always not die, he's always in out.
Yeah.
There's ruining.
Nature never dies.
Yeah, that is pretty much GG. I see no way of... I mean, technically, yeah, you have lethal on board. There's no... I mean, I could zip him up. He's just going to go there. And you perfectly placed that taunt, by the way, because Horsemaster play up to here is not going to happen. I mean, even then, it's still too far away, right? It wouldn't be able to hit Orb. I didn't get any other spell. Yeah, GG, dude.
GG.
Actually, that was an excellent game, so let's go to the next.
Yep.
Helicopter hitting face the ref. Alright, so the next deck. Let's see what we're going to play. Okay, so I can't play that. I'm going to do... Let's... You have to continue using your swarm...
You're locked into a deck until you lose with it. So you know that I'm playing that teleport big boy deck again. So.
We could have went face for the 5/6. Oh, you could have put the Raccoon in another spot. Yeah, it's true, Flame. But I don't think I have anything. Too bad we don't have the deck tracker anymore. I don't think I have any way of doing the chip damage to his orb. Do you have guidance in your deck?
I do, yeah.
Oh, so yeah. You see, if you would have gotten that, then.
The bigger concerns is the feed on Therian Golem or
yeah.
Or Runin, though.
I got close. I was surprised how close I got you.
Yeah, red combat be strong.
And Summer's right. He points out misplays too, which I always have. I gotta really try to... I wish I could play this game as much as you guys do. And like on your Swarm deck, is it best to play it control or mid-range?
So, it kind of depends, right? I kind of evaluate what my hand looks like, and if I feel like I've got, a strong chance of bullying them off the wild, then I go for that.
Okay. Or against green, I think I have to do more mid-range. Because I don't think the deck...
If you can deny me collection, then that's devastating.
Hey, see you tomorrow, Summer, and good luck, by the way. Both of you guys, actually.
Yeah, good luck, Summer.
Thanks for coming by.
Let's not play in the first round, right?
I know. Dude, Hunter, did you see Hunter join? So, God, my luck, I'm going to get him first round. Summer, see, look at that. That is so difficult for me to deal with.
Well, yeah, Saturn was saying a few days ago, like, wow, only 6 people have signed up for the tournament. And I was like, okay, well, time to start advocating.
So for this, I'm gonna keep this here, but I am gonna buff it though. I actually should have gone maybe the other side because I think maybe just letting you come down to me is better now.
Yeah, what you can do sometimes is hang back on your own side and just wait until you have like a good salamander turn where you hit a few of your minions.
You're right. Like right here, I don't think... I mean, I could do the Tiki Taker just to get him on board down here to buff up the Raccoon, because the Raccoon to give me more mana or Faeria is a good idea.
You might just wait here because you've already got your collector down.
You're right. Oh yeah, 7/3 Octopus. That's an idea.
Yep.
I forgot about it, homeboy.
Yeah, Octopus is a...
Because you have no way to do 3 damage. Your Deepwood Stalker is not going to do it.
Yep. Yeah, it's besides Stalker and like buff plus teleport, you know, I can't really zip around the board, you know.
You're
Not too much.
I'm
Locked down
glad.
for the most part.
I'm kind of happy you're playing mono green, dude. It's, like I said, I love mono green. It's good to see it. I know it's probably not the best deck overall, but I still think green should always have a place. When you think about it, a lot of, oh my god, and
Green doesn't get played by itself on its own too much, but it gets played as a supplemental color a lot. So.
See, this is careful because I can't go here and put anything because of Homeboy, but what I could do is just go here to go between the wells. I'm going to put... Oh, I need to collect, do I? Oh, man. I have enough Faeria. I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to put... So, because you could put this down here. That's not going to be able to zip down. So, putting it... I really want to... Well, it doesn't matter where you go. You're going to double collect.
So you could hang back and try to set up a salamander.
You're right. There's no reason to go in.
Or you could play the octopus as a 7/3.
I think the octopus down here is a 7/3 is a good idea. I'm going to put it down here just in case you have some kind of shenanigans. I don't think you can. I don't think you can move that 5/6 down at all.
Well, the issue is if you play it on that very back forest, right? And I do have an answer to it, then I can step forward and I collect and I kill your minion, and then I can make an aggressive land.
You're right. So I think him
it
here
might
is
be better. It might be better to play it on the forward forest, you know.
Ooh, why did this? Oh no! And what's good is I can collect here.
Yep.
All right, I like that.
You kind of want to be looking for spots like that because there's a lot of situations where I can kill this 7/3, right? But you don't want to make it too easy for me, right? Where I get to also make an aggressive land. You know?
Yep. But the only thing is, this play is, as you can see, you can move your 7/7 down, collect, and your 5/6 takes the hit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that sucks, and I won't have a. But your 7/7's one tile away from my orb, so I guess that's okay.
Yep. So I'll probably move there and collect. And then I'll take the buff.
Oh, damn, you see?
Yep. And the benefit of me stepping to the side here is it makes your salamander awkward. Because
oh, it does.
If you place it on that forest there, then you can't also move your...
yep, exactly.
You either don't take the buff and you hit the force, or you do take the buff, but you don't hit the force.
Yep.
Is the idea. And
I also could do, to get rid of this...
+1.
Oh, you see, you move this down, so now I can't deal with this. Because I could say I could do a couple... Obviously, I need to do a red. I could do red here, but I'm not going to take a buff on my dude. I could do red here, take a buff. Move this
red between the wells is usually nice because you've got not only the salamanders, but you've got the Racocopters too.
Yep.
So if you can, within those like 7 spaces there, like the 7 spaces closest to the wells, if you can get a red there at some point, it's nice.
I could actually kill one of these, actually, I think, because look, if this does 2 here, it won't buff this, but I could then buff it or use a Deepwood Stalker to get rid of the 9/6. Actually, I could get rid of the 9/4.
Yep, you can.
I'm not going to get a buff on the Rakoan, though, but because watch.
What you could what you could do is you can play the salamander in the middle of those 3 minions
Ah, you're right.
to deal the damage and collect.
You're
And
right.
then you move your Reveler back, and then you have the other forest open to play your Stalker.
Yeah, you're right. You see, that's good because I was thinking about that over here. See how I wasn't thinking this turn correctly. I was thinking put it here. So your play is much better. Because watch. See, much better. Move him back.
Yeah.
Have the free forest. And see what sucks though is homeboy never. If he was, if you could do the fight after the boss, wouldn't that have been awesome? Because then it could have gotten a better
Yeah.
But and I'm not gonna put the Raccoon over there to die, or I could technically put it up there and buff it, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So I'm gonna go into chill.
Yeah, that's what makes Priest of Everlife in this deck really nice. Is when it hits Deepwood Stalker, you get to kill something pretty big, and it leaves a minion behind to Salamander on the next turn.
I know you thinking of. I know you and Saturn do this a lot, but man, when I'm available and he's not available, if you want, you could, because you're pretty good. Like that move right there, I would have done, honestly, I would have put the dude up here just to kill this one. It wouldn't have been effective because this guy wouldn't have got the buff.
Yeah, and even though you might be thinking like, oh, I only buffed one of my minions, Reveler's a pretty good minion to buff.
No, it is, because that's 3 Faeria right there. Well, that's not true, actually, because you have the Voice of Truth, but I don't know if you're going to use the Voice of Truth on that. Not with a swarmy deck that could buff stuff really big. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you really care about 3 Faeria, personally. Well, actually, no, that's not true. You definitely want to, Ooh, see, now this is actually pretty good. Because now I can deal with your... Oh, my God, not another 7. And I think Super said that the Swarm deck's really good, except for against, Mono Green.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want you to double collect, so I have to kill that. So let's do... Well, here... Do I need any more colors? I kind of... No, I don't want to draw. I'm going to put... Ooh, I should... I'm going to probably put... Here, let's do this. I'm going to do this first. Get rid of that. I don't want you double collecting. I'm going to do this... Do I need another green, though? No. Kind of don't want to put... I want to put green on this side. I want to put the priest on my other orb so I could start getting more Faeria. Do you think that's a decent move?
Yeah, it seems alright to me.
And what does it good about it is... we could put this down, too, but we're going to chill.
Yep. Okay. What am I doing here?
Yeah, so that way I get collection on this side. This guy's just going to collect me game. I don't think you have reach, but... Yeah, he says mono green's a bad matchup for this deck.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was basically saying earlier, right? Is with all the swarmy creatures, you got to invest a lot.
Yeah.
To take down my naturally bigger stuff.
It's kind of like Token Druid, except for Token Druid now has so many tools to refill the board.
Yep.
Thinking of which, I'm going to be streaming probably Hearthstone this weekend, or maybe even later tonight. I don't know. Oh, dude,
Sounds good. Sounds
The
good.
huntress is here.
Ruin, dude. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for me to... Ooh.
Yeah. So for this kind of deck that doesn't have any transforms, you really got to... you either ignore Runin, or you kill off Runin, but you take Well Control.
Yeah, you're right.
Because if you take Well Control, your opponent's only getting 3 per turn, and a +1 if they want it. So
You're right.
you can cut them down to playing Runin only once every 2 turns if you can control the Wells.
So, like, right now, I could technically buff this up to kill it. Do you think it's worth it? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm going to play this down here. I could play up here, but I don't think you're going to kill it with a 7. Well, maybe you might. So for like here, I could play... I think I'm going to play it right next to my orb.
Okay, Seems reasonable.
Because this is a swarmy deck,
Still collect if I kill the 5-2.
Yeah.
Okay. What have I got here?
You're forcing me to play this deck a lot more control.
Yeah, well, it's like I was saying about kind of playing to the strength of your hand, right? Like if your hand says, if your hand's got expensive stuff in it, you play defensive. On the flip side, I had double Verduran Force in my opening hand. So I figured, okay, I'm going to bully him off the wells. So it kind of depends. What do I want to do here? I think I want to keep playing Runin, right?
Yeah, Ruin's just going to keep going. Like, I don't have anything to deal with her next turn. Yeah, I think this is going to be very much GG. It's going to be so tough for me to deal. Even this 2 points of damage. Let's see what we have. Ooh.
It's not undoable with with the Salamander or a Gyarados or etc.
Oh, you're right. All right, I got. You know what? Maybe it's not over just yet, but
yeah,
I think playing her is important. I could actually sacrifice Homeboy in here to prevent you from getting 6 points of damage. The Chopper got. It's gonna be a. I like the idea of playing River in the Well. It was wrong. It was a good draw. Hey, how are you?
The issue is, right, if you play the Reveler in the Well, you kind of want your minions clumped together for this deck so you can get Salamander value.
And then for this...
So playing, yeah.
You're right. I think it was better down here than Between the Well, because the Between the Well was wrong, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So for like this right now, I could put down the Lady of Shadows, but that only is going to make you sacrifice your 7/2 into it. So Ruin stays in play.
Yeah.
So I don't think playing it is a good idea. I could put the Acapult down over here to hopefully deal with your Ruin, but you know what we're going to do is we're going to put Leia.
Yeah, something you can do is you could try to kind of block Leia with your other minion. Like on a following turn, you try to block Leia with your other minions.
Yes.
And then you set up a grappling hook.
Do you think playing Yakapult's a good idea here?
So
it's a 9.
It doesn't die. Yeah, it doesn't die to the Runin, so I think it's all right. Okay.
You see, I hate playing this, but this has to be played for tempo.
Yeah.
But dude, Ruin's such a bitch to deal with, man.
Yeah, she is.
Luckily, there's nothing on board that kills her, so she won't come back again, but she's going to deal with... She could chip into the 4/9. The 4/9, why, it could survive one... Well, I don't know. You might have some other nasty stuff.
Oh, yeah.
My thought was the Reveler would make him hesitate to come down and ignore... Ah, that's true. I was thinking that, yeah. I was thinking that as well. You see what he says? It's a good point. Ooh, so devastating. And that's pretty much GG, guys. I mean, obviously, I could put down Leia. He's invested a lot into Ruin. Ooh, that's actually pretty...
So, your saving grace here, right, is if you step over with your 1/1 and kill the Force.
Yes.
I'll be on 0, and I'll go up to 3, maximum of 4. So, but if you're not playing the Runin, if you're not killing the Runin this turn, then denying the collection might not matter.
That's true. All right, so right here, I could do a couple things. Obviously, I have to play the Lady of Shadows because she's going to be... I have to deal with your Runin. I have to also kill the 7/4. I could do it with either the 1/1.
So you probably have to kill the Verduran here, right? Because
yes, that has to die.
If you don't, it potentially gets buffed and lives, but even if it doesn't and it just steps forward and kills the 1/1, then the Runen gets to go face.
Yep, you're right. So this, hey, let's catch up on chat here. My thought was leaving it to double click. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about that he would kill the Rune, but I wasn't thinking he. I was then I double guessed myself. But Rev, would you have killed if I would have played the one for the Reveler up there in the red, up here near your orb, the red?
Yeah.
Would you have killed it with the 7/7, or would you have left it alone?
I probably would have kept marching at you.
Yeah, you see, that's what. Because to me, giving you one, but then I would have been double collecting. But I would have gone down and ignored it as well. So my play ended up being the better one. But both our plays would have been decent. You're right.
It's potentially out of position on a future turn because you don't have your minions clumped together for Salamander or Gift of Rakoa or whatever else.
That's true. And I could just ignore your Ruin like they're saying. That's actually probably a good idea. I do need to kill the 7/4. Now, I kind of want to... I don't want to sacrifice my little 1/1 to kill it. I kind of want to... But then... See, what about doing the frog... No, doing the frog tosser into it's just stupid. I'm going to have to take 8 damage then.
Frog tosser's not bad because you do get the frog.
Yeah, that's true.
More likely than not. And then you can still play Leia.
And then we're going to put Leia here because I want to at least guarantee collections. We got some good... Ooh, okay. All right.
So, quick note, if you'd played the Leia on your mountain there, because you got that grappling hook, right?
Oh.
I would have had to step back onto your lake, right? And then you could play another minion on that forest next turn.
Oh, you're right.
To continue blocking. Because the issue, right, is like obviously being next to the well is strong, but you can only go straight to face across the forest, whereas on this tile.
Oh, that was a misplay, guys. You're right.
You have to block both tiles.
Because I kind of got when I listened to chat, when I listened to Yam when he said ignore Ruin, that's why I moved him, the priest to Everlight. Because originally I was going to put Leia here on this green tile. Yeah. But when he said ignore her, I'm like, okay, let me move him here to block, and that's why I put that. No, you're right. It was a misplay. My initial gut, guys, was to put her right here next to my orb. Because then no matter what, he blocks, and you wouldn't be able to get, well, at least not easily, you wouldn't have been able to get 8 guaranteed damage to face. Now she is too far. Yeah, that was... Oh, you collect. Interesting.
Yeah. Got to get another threat out here right now.
Do you guys see... Oh, is there a black screen? Oh my god. So tough, guys. So tough. Yeah, I lost it. Well, I don't know if I would have won the game no matter what, but...
You're not done for yet. Because you've still got a Faeria advantage. So if you can kind of deal with what's on the board right now, you're probably in a decent spot. But yeah, Leia grappling hook is a sick combo. Getting to use the death touch twice.
We could do... This is kind of... Actually, I shouldn't have moved him up there. That was a little bit of a misplay. I could have kept him in dual collection. That was a bad play too. I don't know what I did that for. The frog should have gone here, so it could jump across, get 2 every turn, because you're not going to be able to deal with that anytime soon. That was a misplay. I could actually buff him to take out your 5/6. I don't know if that is...
Yeah. So there's some options here, right? You can... I'm
going to definitely have to +1 no matter what.
Yeah. So you can Tethra to buff the 1/1.
That might be a good idea.
To get the value trade like you were talking about. Or... you could buff the frog, and that's 7, so it'd have a 3-turn lethal. You could potentially play a minion at my orb next turn.
That's true too. That's actually my initial play. Actually, was to be aggressive where you're not able to deal with it, but it is a bit risky. But it might be the best play because
if you're looking at it Yeah, if you're looking at it right now, right? I've got if I somehow got through your minion, right? If I somehow got through the 1/1 without attacking it, you'd be looking at 13 damage. I would need 3 or 4 buffs. It's just not going to happen, right?
You're right.
So you can evaluate, do I need to deal with the board or can I push for lethal here?
I think pushing for lethal is the only way I'm going to win against you. Because I don't have enough swarm, and plus I have buffs in this deck. So now my thing is I want to put the Soul of Wild over here in this forest to protect it, my orb, at least from 8 points of damage. And then I can move Leia over.
Yeah, you can place it above your on your well, but up one.
Or you mean over here?
And then it can collect and yeah. Or you could body block with it.
This is a risky play, guys, but there's nothing I could do with Ruin. She's just keep coming back, but
yeah. So if you could, if you're able to play like even just like a 3/3, buy my orb next turn, right? Then you'd be looking at
lethal, yes,
potentially a 2-turn lethal.
And what's cool about the Wild is she does have reach. She could come in here and contest the 5/6 if need be. And you're at 4 Faeria too. I forgot that's another thing too. So that actually, the reason I put it up there, believe it or not, dude, is I put it up there just to start picking away at your orb. I thought maybe that's the only way I could win here. So I don't know. This is a risky play, guys, but I do have Leia, and she is going to kill one of your minions, and she's going to have a taunt.
Yeah, sometimes you
I
got to
think
make
you should
the
screen capture
ballsy
this
play,
board. Here, let me do a screenshot. Did it do? Print screen does a screenshot, right? Or is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hey, Saturn. I'm telling Saturn to join.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's one thing too why I record and upload these videos, guys, is so I can learn from them. Because obviously, I think I did take a screenshot, but I'll have the video as well. So I have recordings for this. And Victory, I think everyone sees the. You might want to reload your browser because I think everyone's seen the what's it called? Stream OK.
What do I want to play here?
The only thing is Ruin's going to be hitting me. That 5/5 is still an issue no matter what. Oh, see, there's such a risky play.
I think I'm going to try to body block you. You can still double neutral over if you want to attack. The issue is then you're not playing a minion there.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm pretty happy with this land positioning. You can't really get the death touch to the rune in, necessarily.
No, I can't. Oh man, we're gonna have to trade with the. I'm gonna have to trade this.
Yeah, you can trade and you get the shimmering statue.
Oh, you mean I should have traded with Leia?
Yeah, that was an option.
You're right.
I probably would have traded with Leia, because then if I don't have an answer to a structure, and I probably wouldn't because I'm green, then that saves you the 8 damage next turn, and then you can move your Tethra down, and you have an additional minion threading lethal. Or it's down from my perspective, but it's up from yours.
Hook, no. Hook wouldn't have... Hook has to be watched. Hook is either straight forward or to the side. Tetra was here, so she could only... Oh, she could have? No, and she wouldn't have been able to kill Ruin with a grappling hook, and I would have lost a minion. But no, it wouldn't have been able to do the 5/5 with a hook. If it did, I would have used the 5/5. Yeah, it would have, believe me, that would have made it so much easier, because then I could have run up Leia and killed Ruin. No, the positioning was a little bit bad. If Tetra was here, maybe it still wouldn't have been able to do it no matter what. Tetra would have had to have been... I mean, she does have Death Touch, yes. But can she... Ooh, she could Death Touch this, right? But that's not a good idea. Can I cancel out? No, because she would die. I could technically get rid of your...
Like Saturn wants to join.
I could technically get rid of your golem. But I don't think that's a wise idea. Alright, I think I've lost this one. Too many... Yeah, this is too hard, Saturn. Saturn, after this I'll send a link to... There's actually... Saturn, if you... On my channel, you'll see a link to Discord. If you click on that, you could join us, and then you'll see us in general on my Discord, so you could chat with us real time. Well, for this, guys, I think I've lost. Well, I'm gonna hold in there though. I'm not gonna play anything else. I do have an answer for Runin, but
yeah, you might have played a bit too passively with the Tethra. Okay, do I have a play? Not really, actually.
Oh, Leia for... Yeah, that's true. I could have Leia... That still wouldn't have been able to deal with Runin, but... I could have done Leia into the 5/5. That's what he was talking about, not Tetra. Yeah, I could have done that. Then her statue would be over here. That would not protect me against Ruin's 8 attack every turn, though.
Okay, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, and that's... I mean, I could go here and... Alright, do we have any way of... Well, obviously, she has to kill this. That's just no question. It gets the taunt, so he cannot get lethal next turn.
Yep.
I'm doing this so he can't summon anything on that land. Let's see what else we can do.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And that's it, guys. If I can't win next turn, then that's it. He's at 3 Faeria. That's the best I could do. Leia's so awesome, though, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Okay. What can I do here?
I wonder why it blocks... There we go.
Damn, the frog tosser really got me.
Yeah.
If I'd had that one more mana, I could have Grove Guardianed you and would have won next turn. Damn. That's savage.
But I think my play of going after you was better than... I was thinking about that. That the frog tosser... You see, that was another example how I changed my play. I brought him up here initially to be aggressive, and then I changed my mind and said it was a misplay, but ended up not being it, I don't think. Because there's only one way I could win against you, dude, is just pressure.
Yeah.
There never dies.
Yeah, it was a good game, no matter what. Despise my misplays.
Oh, man. Okay. What can I do here?
God, this is actually an awesome game. And I'm going to put this on YouTube so we can look at it. All this stuff's going on YouTube. And I'm going to record my matches tomorrow, too. So the one good thing about tomorrow is... Well, bad thing, I won't have feedback from anyone, but is I won't be talking, because it is hard to look at chat, talk, and play at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
That sucks. Is there any way for me to... Ooh, wait, grapple... I think... No, it doesn't, no. Wait, I think... Oh, don't, damn it. Let me think about this here. Do I have any? Well, what we're going to draw for sure. No, I have no way of. I have to do this trade. I have no way. I was going to say Hook would do this. This. No, it doesn't work that way. Actually, I could have technically... No, it wouldn't have made a difference. No. The angle's bad. I was going to say maybe the frog tosser could have done, but no, it wouldn't have made a difference. So unfortunately, we have to do this. And we're going to...
Issue is I'm still in a tough situation this next turn.
Yeah, that's true. And, oh, actually, we could have done something else, too, I think. To get the aggressive, but,
Man, where's that flower burst card when you need it?
Hey, why didn't it go over? I meant dash 1. My mouse acts up a lot. Anyways, guys, that wasn't a misclick. I clicked over here to dash, but it didn't work. My mouse, I need to get a new mouse. It acts up sometimes. I actually should get it in the morning, but I meant to put it over on the green so it wouldn't, you couldn't summon something. It'd be a little bit closer.
Okay, how am I gonna not die? Need another feed is what I need. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Oh, GG.
GG.
Really good game, guys. Really good game.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Where if you feel like you're behind on board, sometimes you just gotta go for it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And that play ended up being good. It was an aggressive play. I don't think a lot of people would have... Well, maybe they would have done it.
And that was really good because that line of play won you an unfavorable match.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There would have been no other way to win. All right. So I can't change my deck, so I have to keep going.
Yep.
Damn, what a good battle. That was actually an excellent game. That was a lot better than the first match. That's why I love your deck, man. It's such a flexible deck. And I kind of would have given up personally, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, it's got a lot of late game value with the tossers and the salamanders. You just got to get there.
And I'm just happy I got rid of your mono green deck. But the problem is your last two decks are just as bad in sense of huge beefy minions.
Yeah. Oh, did you get Saturn the invite?
Oh, hold on. Let me do that real quick. Maybe he did. Here, let me give him real quick.
I'm just laughing right now because he said he's gonna go work on his guns, but I can see that he's still playing Faeria. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go work out. It's like, no, you're not.
That is funny. Never select. No limit. Generate. Why is it not? Copy. Okay, is it working? There it is.
Yeah, I think this has been good though. I set the turn limit to 300 seconds. Just so you could really think through your plays, you know.
I like that. I know tomorrow I'm going to be so many misplays, but you know what? It's going to be fun, no matter what.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
And then he could join there and see.
What do I want to do here?
All right, so I want to collect here. I'm going to... Oh, man, you're going on the other side, though. So, look, for like a situation like this, I kind of want to stick to my game plan to collect here.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this because
I think that seems reasonable.
We'll get the reds out of the way, and I'll do the blue over there. Oh, yeah, you're definitely
That's
getting
kind
more.
of why I went opposite side.
I kind of need to contest
Just
your
because I
board,
had
though.
the ranged answer. Yeah.
I need to contest your board, so we're gonna do this because I don't have a collector on the other side anymore. I need to contest because this board needs to control. I think I need to get stuff going. I could have technically gone over here and just forget your side and just pressure. Do you do that with this deck? I think that's a good idea too. No?
Yeah, you can. Sometimes you can sit back and play defensive and just wait for the good Yakapult or Salamander value.
Oh, so this deck you do. Yeah, that's what I thought. You do want to play on one side. Damn
Yeah,
it.
like you can hang back and kind of just play defensively and block and stuff until you get a good Salamander turn.
Because I don't think it's a control deck.
You can play it control, and sometimes if you've got like double Frog Tosser in your hand, you have to. But yeah, you've got a lot of like tools to adapt.
Oh, shoot.
But yeah, usually I like to, no matter if I go same side or opposite side, I usually like to commit to it.
Ah.
Just because it gets awkward with like Salamander positioning later and stuff. If you're like, oh, I need a forest or I need a lake or whatever else, and you don't have the land close enough nearby.
And I didn't want to give you a frog toss. I'm not gonna put the frog toss on the forest because I don't want to give you free trade these guys in or buff up to get rid of it. I want to keep this not frog toss. I mean water elemental alive as much as possible.
Let's see, what am I playing here?
All right. See this situation. I have a couple things I could do. I can put another forest right here between your red and blue. Get a buff on my water elemental and kill your dude. Or I could do something a lot more aggressive and put something else down that could deal with your whole board.
You've got a lot of good options here.
I personally don't think Garridan's the choice right now. I mean, yeah, it would deny you collection, but you have a lot of Faeria. I don't think it's going to really matter. I kind of want to get the buff. I kind of want to... I don't know. Garridan's also so nice, though. You're going to have a hard time dealing with Garridan.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
And I could put him over here to start double collecting, too. And then potentially zip up and apply pressure.
Yeah, if you're playing Garridan, you might play it off to the other side so you can double collect.
No matter what, that's going down. I don't want you to kill my thing for free, so we're going to keep it back here. Okay, so let me think here. I could put this up here, put the salamander, but I kind of want to deny you collection.
Fair enough.
This also allows me to put it over here. This... Oh, you don't think you should, Gary? Oof. It could have been a mistake.
The thing is, Gary kills the two collectors.
Yes.
You can't underestimate that. And yeah, I have 16 Faeria because I didn't want to load the board into Garridan because I saw you were also holding on to Faeria, so it's just kind of that dance,
Yeah, I kind of think the salamander play would have probably been a little bit more optimal because it would have buffed my 3/3 up to a 5/5 with jump That's a big threat because I could technically put this up here, start getting in an aggressive manner. But
Yep.
Garridan can now double collect for me because I'm way behind on Faeria than you. So I think probably Garridan was probably not the most optimal play, but oh no! Now you got bored so easily. Alright, so what we're going to do is obviously move Garridan. I could actually... Well, we're going to hold on here. Let's see what we're going to do.
Yeah, the only thing I would have done different on your last turn is if you were going to be playing Garradon on the opposite side, you probably just build another mountain down lower and play it into double collection with the charge 2 next turn.
I see what you're saying. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I could have done it here. That way
Yes,
he would...
Yeah. Because you're committing another use of the power wheel on an extra land, but it is getting you an extra Faeria next turn. So it's, you know, it's still good.
I am probably not going to... I was thinking about buffing the frog to prevent you from getting a free kill from it. But I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think if the 2-1 trades with your 2-2, you're okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, save it for a more pivotal moment, right?
You still got a shit ton of Faeria, though.
Yeah, gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. Then I clear up that space. And now I can play my turret. It's not the best, it's not the best frog tosser target for me, but now my frog's contesting your 4-1 next turn, which is pretty good.
See, how much Faeria do I have? I don't have enough for... So, the frog tosser... I have to kill your other frog tosser. I have to kill that there, so I'm going to...
Oh, Frostguard's here now too. Nice.
I don't get buffs, but I take board. And you have a threat right at your doorstep.
Yep.
Imagine if Firestorm, I know. Hey, Frost Guild, how are you? Now, of course, you could frog tosser the Garridan, but there's not much I could do about that.
Yeah. Okay. What am I doing here?
You know, Faeria is such a great game, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
And this Prince of Everlife, I think, is just a Priest of Everlife is such an awesome card.
Yeah, super strong when it hits Deepwood Stalker or Frog Tosser.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was hoping that lived.
Or just green cards in general. You know? A buffed green creature is more likely to be buffed again in the future.
Well, I have to collect here. I need the Faeria, so I would normally take out your jumper there. Actually could. Just do that to everything. Yeah, I know. All right, this is an interesting play here, guys, because believe it or not, I'm going to... All right, so this is a couple things. I know you normally we wouldn't be discussing our plays with each other, but like this right now, I'm very tempted to play Yakapult, so I can start picking away your face and start hoping for some other good cards. Or I could play Yakapult later and wait till I got enough Faeria and combo it. But the problem is, I'm never gonna get Tetra with Yakapult anytime soon, so that's not really an option. I think maybe Yakapult down now, and then I could also buff it so I could start doing damage to your orb. Because I have board for the most part, and you're out of Faeria, so I'm actually in a better position than you are, and I can actually deny this. What I could do is +1 Deepwood Stalker, Yakapult, clear your board, and take it.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
Okay, to the left. My left over here, you want me to put... Yeah, I think Yakapult
If you're
over...
playing Yakapult, you might just want a neutral in front of your orb.
There.
Because then it's pressuring face and it's denying...
Now,
and
yeah, I was saying
collection.
I could put this down on the left. Yakapult. On the left. Do you think that's a good idea? Then it gives me reach. But I think maybe...
If you have it right in front of your orb, it's pressuring my face every turn.
Yes.
And it's not letting my creature step down to collect. And plus, you got to think like most of the green buffs are to attack. So.
You know what though? I think maybe Stalker would have been better that last turn goal, or +1 to be able to play maybe the Yakapult here or here, so it could step up and do it later. Because the Stalker would have gotten rid of the 2/2. I really wanted to deny you collection, but let's hope that doesn't bite me in the ass.
Yeah, you can't always get what you want, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I put something there that you have to deal with.
Yep. What do I want to do here? Okay. It's not ideal, but I want to get back on... I need to get back on board.
Oh man, that's so difficult. So difficult. Alright, for this, I want to start hitting you hard, so I want to buff it up, and I want to obviously kill your 4/2. But I'm going to probably... because this can't come down and attack for a couple turns, so I'm not going to worry about this just yet. I could wait until to buff it up with her. But I still need to kill this, though, because I don't want you to have double collections. This 4/2 has to die this turn.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
So Stalker's happening no matter what. That prevents you from getting... again, Faeria is going to be an issue, though. Brigands, I could put Brigands here to collect, I guess. Or I kind of want to start buffing this so I could... start doing more damage to your orb. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good play though.
It's a tough call here.
Yeah, because I could put Underground here to get more Faeria. That might be a better play because you have one. I got one turn window, and even then, Force 9 doesn't allow you to contest this.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about putting Brigands on this side, so it could at least collect.
Yeah, you don't have to feel pressured to buff Yakapult right away, because it does a lot of pressure just by existing, you know.
Exactly. And do you think playing Brigands here is a good idea to get more Faeria? I do.
Yeah, I'd say so. because you just want that Yakable just sitting there.
Yeah.
All right, now what am I gonna do here?
Because also you're low on Faeria, so you're probably tempted to go get Faeria instead of progressing down to the Acapult.
Yeah.
Because you're only at 3. I mean, you could +1, obviously, but
Yeah.
there's always Garridan.
Yeah, he's spooky.
Hey, Pie Dog. No, someone else's victory was complaining as well too. Do you guys? Well, Yam sees it obviously. In my here, let me see if I could see it on the lobby. Shows it. Let me go to. I see it on. No, I see it fine. So that's the second person tonight who said they've had trouble seeing it. Weird. Oh, that's such a good move. I could hit you for 2, but
Yeah, denying collector.
there's so much
Denying
more
collection
important.
seems better than 2 damage.
Yes, and right now, to protect my Yakapult, I could move it down, or I could put something in front of it so your 6/11 can't hit it. Or I think I'm going to have to move it down. The problem is it's just going to delay me getting more damage, right? So this is a tough move, too, because that 4/6 is a threat.
Yep.
I kind of want to... You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to move... I think it's a good time to draw. You know what, though? I think... Hold on. I'm going to move it down here to my well. And I'm going to +1 because I need to get the wild out there as soon as possible. If once I get Herb to buff one of my minions, I might be able to get back into this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I could technically buff it and put something over here to collect, too. But I think +1 right now is a good idea. Or we could draw. So there's several... This turn's kind of tough. I had to protect Yakapult no matter what, I think. I could have... It would have been stupid to leave it there. I could have put a 1/1 to block it, but you could probably have an easy way of getting rid of a 1/1. And then this would have died for free.
Yeah.
I think if I +1 and then hopefully be able to get wild out there on the board would make a difference.
So, if you're using Tethra on the Yakapult, that's a pretty slow play.
It is.
Because it's out of position, and it probably won't be able to fire at anything next turn.
That's true. So maybe not. Maybe put down something else.
Yeah, and the 5/5 doesn't make either of the minions big enough.
You're right. So what I could do is play the Tiki Caretaker and... Man, this is tough. This 6/11 is just GG, dude. It's very tough for me to deal with. I have to play something, though. I'm going to put down the Tiki and buff. Should I put down the Tiki and buff? The Yakapult's just going to die for free, dude. It's kind of done now. I mean, I could obviously keep moving it, but you're just going to deal with it no matter what. Lower the res. I could lower the...
Yeah, I don't know that the Tiki changes anything right now. You might want to wait until the board develops more.
Yeah, you're right. So what we're going to do is draw. We kind of need more resources in our hand. Because I think we're going to have enough fairy collection next turn. So I'm going to draw. Ooh, does that make a difference? No, it doesn't.
Okay, what am I doing here?
The thing about you is you don't have any collectors, so
Yeah, it's awkward.
I think I have another play in hand, but we'll see. Oh. Damn it. That's a smart move putting it over there.
Just trying to keep your creatures separated for the purposes of like salamander and stuff.
I have no way of dealing with that, but I can slow you down. That goes there. I can't believe I'm using Yakapult as a collector. I'm going to have to...
That's how it goes with ranged creatures sometimes, you know? It's like, who blinks first?
Man, there's no way for me to deal with this. The only thing I could do is slow you down. Alright, so my initial gut was to put a taunt up so you can't, at least gives me one more turn. To slow, so I don't take 6 extra damage. But I don't know if that's a good idea.
So
but it does set me up to be able to...
Taunt, a 3/5 taunt would just kind of be...
It's not that good.
It would just kind of be, yeah, just feeding the salamander.
Yeah, I could have done
And
her.
you might just be playing Tethra on the Brigand and just trying to work through the lizard over multiple turns.
Yeah, you're right. I could put her more in an aggressive position too, right? Or should I be a little bit more conservative? I think I need to be more conservative with it.
Yeah, at the well seems good because you can bounce back, or if you're feeling safe next turn, you can double collect.
And we're going to chill, nothing else. We do have an answer for this 6/4 no matter what. Yeah, I like the Brigand thing. I know it doesn't kill it, but now I have an answer no matter what. Assuming you don't buff it again. I could have set up lethal, huh? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, but the only problem is... Would that have been a little bit too aggressive play? I could have used Tetra to set up lethal.
Buffing the yak?
No, the yak or... Oh, the yak, no, because then they would have to move over a couple turns, right?
No, I mean the angry yak.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, I seriously. Yeah, that's what it is. Buff this bad boy up to go face to you for a couple turns. Yeah, it could have.
So that'd be a 6/6 and a 7/6.
Yeah, and I could have put the green right here
turn.
and have aggressive avenue.
So 2-turn lethal.
Do you think it would have been worth it? It might have. Because actually then I have...
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably was a better play. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you said... And I was thinking about that too. But I was like, no, because that's why it took so long to hit you with the 2 attack. I was thinking, should I buff him up with her? That way it could set up lethal again. But I was like, oh, that's being a little bit... Because I don't know what you have in hand. I don't know what you have in sense of... buffs, and it could potentially backfire, especially if you have a taunt. So I took the less risky play. But
yeah, I'm thinking the less risky play is probably good here because you've got the board for the most part. So
but,
if you just continue your advantage and keep double or triple collecting.
Yeah.
then
And
that would inevitably lead to a win most of the time.
And I think both plays could have potentially be game-winning as well. But I took the more conservative way because I don't know what you have in this deck. And I don't want a freaking behemoth. And then I was like, oh, great. There we go.
Well, yeah, because the salamander going face was kind of a desperation.
You know,
play.
sometimes, though, and Yan brings it up, sometimes the correct play, even though you lose, is still the correct play. You see, there we go.
Yeah, that's true. It's called not being results oriented, you know.
All right. Ooh.
Which basically means sometimes you got to make the play that doesn't look pretty because it's like your best chance.
And it's going pretty.
Yeah, but then you can't like.
This though
you can't like complain about it after the fact because you know you did the play you had to make.
All right. You know, you're right. Exactly. I've seen a lot of pro Hearthstone players say the same thing in their streams. They're like, I lost, but I did what my best play to win. Now this, though, very interesting here because a couple things. I'm going to kill her before she comes down. I'm going to obviously double collect because right now I'm going to kill...
Well, the frog tosser's pretty clean, right?
Yeah, the frog tosser is going to kill. I guess it doesn't matter because the frog tosser. Well, no, the frog tosser is going to die no matter what. If I use the frog tosser on Leia, it's going to die. If I use the frog tosser on the 6/4, it's going to die.
Yeah, both these creatures are dying no matter what. What you probably do.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. I could actually keep the 7/4 alive. I could actually Tiki the Yakapult to kill her.
Yeah.
He's gonna die. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let's do this real quick.
Yeah, you can clear everything. It's more of a question of how you want to shuffle your minions around to decide where the frog from Frog Tosser goes.
It's ranged. Oh, you're right. It is ranged, so it won't take damage. So we're going to do this. Oh, it doesn't die.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hold on one second. We don't have
the Leia doesn't deal damage, so it doesn't die.
Hold on one second here. This has to trade here. I could Frog Tosser and keep the 7/2, or I could do Gift of Rakoa on this bad boy. Because I'm going to get another minion, and this is going to set you on a clock. You're off the board. You have no Faeria. I think I'm going to take the 7/2 into the 6/4, because the 7/2, all it really is for me is a collector. I kill this. The Frog Tosser can't hit the structure, unfortunately. And then I can Gift for Rakoa in the 2/1 and start hitting you in face. And then I have Tetra next turn coming up in your orb as well.
So you're thinking you move. So yeah, you're thinking Brigand. Well, no, you can't. Yeah, okay. Well, you can't Brigand and Rakoa.
No,
because I'm on your land. So maybe an octopus play then.
So for here, you wouldn't do the Gift of Rakoa then.
So you're thinking Gift of Rakoa on the Angry Yak, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it makes it an 8/8.
Yeah, and then I have this too.
That's pretty good because it is 2-turn lethal. Yeah.
All right, so let me optimize my thing. Obviously, the gift's going to go. Do I have enough Faeria to play another minion? Hold on. 4 plus 3. So I actually do. If I'm doing this right. So, obviously do this first. This goes here because I cannot risk it staying alive. Ooh, actually, I didn't know I'd have that much. I forgot to give 2. And we could do Frog Tosser. Nah, we're just going to do Brigands here just for another collector. Actually, I think maybe the Shifting Octopus. No, I'll do the Brigand. All right, thank you for the Yakapult Yam. That was so good. I didn't even notice that. I forgot because I assumed that if you attack the layout, no matter what, it dies. But no, it's ranged, so it doesn't physically attack her.
It would be the case if they both have ranged and they both have death touch, then they would both die. That's the
Frosted
one kind of that's the one kind of weird, non-intuitive interaction. Is a ranged minion hits another ranged minion, they both take damage.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of weird because, no, it does make sense because range technically doesn't hit a creature or like if an archer in war, well, they don't use archers anymore, but just like a gun, you shoot a gun at a different person that hits them, you don't actually take damage.
Yep.
So, that was a good turn, dude.
Yeah, okay, I am super dead. Good game.
Good game, dude. GG.
Yeah, that was a rough game because I got behind on those first couple trades, and then I had Gyarados and a Salamander in hand with no collectors.
Exactly.
So that's why you saw me go face with the grappling hook, because I was hoping that you were gonna leave your Yakapult where it was, and just try to block for it, and then I could swoop in for the kill for it.
Exactly, and that would have been a bad mistake. And it actually end up him being a collector or it being a collector actually end up being good because it dealt with your Leia.
Yeah.
Jeez, guys, we're some good games so far. Each one's gotten, I thought, progressively better.
Yeah,
and your Swarm decks, dude, is such a sweet deck. I really think it's one of my favorite in the game.
Yeah, I think it's pretty spicy. Ooh, that's a nice orb.
Let's see here. Hold on. We got... Ooh, man.
What do I want here?
We're going to get rid of Brigands. Because I want... Yeah, I don't know if... Oh, there we go.
Ooh, I've got a hand for you.
Jory, how are you, my friend? And good luck tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if you're playing. I think you might be playing. I entered the tournament, Jory. It's a wish me luck. It's gonna...
Jory wants his wins tomorrow. We'll be there.
Alright, we're not gonna play anything right now. I kind of... Honestly, dude, this time I think I'm gonna go and pressure you on one side. Oh, maybe not. It depends on what you do. Ooh, no. I gotta contest your side. Damn it. Man, this is really tough for me to deal with. Oh, wow, you're so far ahead of me. I will not join. Oh, no. We need you there, buddy. Alright, so...
Jory, we've got 12 players signed up.
Actually, more than that. It was 15 earlier today.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going to stick to my plan.
We could have a full 16-player bracket.
Yep.
Be there, be square.
Oh, it's too late for Japan now. Yeah, I understand, Jory. That sleep is more important than game. And besides, you win so much.
That's debatable.
You could let us win for a change. I have no chance, but it will be a great learning experience nonetheless. Yeah, you talked me into it. Other people tried too. I'm like, man, I don't play enough Faeria, unfortunately, to be competitive in a tournament. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're not losing anything, right?
Yeah, you're really not.
All right, we're going to chill. Actually, that's kind of bad. I could have kept the river. It doesn't matter. I could have put him up here to be a little bit more aggressive and kept the Reveler down to double collect.
Yep.
It's Sunday, so I need to sleep. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Luckily, it's not too early for me, because sometimes these tournaments are like 4 in the morning my time, and that's just too early.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't be able to... I'll be falling asleep at the keyboard, and people are like, why is he taking so long every turn?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, damn. Yeah, that is GG if I've ever seen. Well, he's way up there, but I don't know. So we're going to do. We need
Nothing like a Magnus on defense.
We could probably set him up. And I don't have any way of dealing with your board yet.
I don't know. I feel like Sleepy Jory could probably beat Awake Revenant.
Yeah. I think I'm being a little bit too hasty here. Yeah, because now you see.
Okay, we can make do with that.
Damn it. Yeah, this is where this guy's just so difficult to deal with.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is bad. Oh, man. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't see a way of ever getting back into this. Yeah, guys, I think this one's pretty much done. I mean, I could buff and get a lot of stuff to contest. Matter of fact, I could deal with this. Well, not this turn, but I could buff this up to where it can contest it. But then it's going to die to free for the Colossus. I could go over here and with red, with Brigand, and buff it up to contest this. I might be the best idea and just forget this guy for now. The only problem is this guy's not going to get buffed up anytime soon. He's just going to come down. I really don't think I can get this.
So, funny little thing, I'm getting a visual bug right now. So, of course, on your screen, the Archon's a 6/6 because I've played multiple 7s.
Yes.
But on my screen, it's a 4/6.
Really?
Yeah. It's got the green, like, buffed health, but then it's just got a normal 4. So now I'm wondering if it's going to deal the right damage or not.
She can. Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh no, it's a 6/6, dude. Well, I think what I see is true. I can actually, but she can buff herself, right?
Yeah.
That might be an idea. That.
Yeah, Tethra's a big girl.
Well, let's do. Ah, the only issue is dealing with him, though. You're going to get so much value.
Okay. What am I doing here?
Well, you know, this isn't that necessarily bad, guys, because potentially if I get the grappling hook, I could do some damage. The only thing is he's going to get so much value out of the king.
Alright, here's a combo.
Yeah, this is where he wins the game. See, the problem with this deck is that when it high rolls, it high rolls. And once you get a good lead on board like this, it's so difficult to make a comeback. You got so many beastie minions and free crap that, like this guy here. I mean, this guy, like, I could move him over, but he's still, no matter what, it's going to. Oh, you see?
Oh, I forgot to move my 7/7. Damn.
I kind of think we have to draw here, guys. Shit. He's on my blue land, too. No matter what, he's going to get free. I could actually prevent him from going down further. So what I'm thinking, like right now, I'm going to kill your 6/9. I want to put the 1/1 here to block it and buff her up a little bit more. Or is that going all in?
The 1/1 to block what?
Him from. I don't want your king moving down further in the. I want him to stop. So I'm thinking about blocking him here. Because no matter what, you're gonna get value. I can't stop you from getting value. But what I can do is stop you from moving down the board.
So if you want to stop me from moving down the board, you're playing a buffed octopus, right?
Yeah. Maybe that's the best bet, is put it as a 7/3. That way I could kill it.
7/3 or 5/5.
Ooh, a 5/5 won't be too bad. You're going to get a lot of value out of your cards, though. Yeah, Frost is kind of right. Kind of going all in right now. Do you think putting the octopus or the 1/1 and buffing her up? No matter what, I need to kill this.
I mean, probably a 7/3 is all right because I'm bargained, so I'm not gonna have like flame burst and stuff.
See, I killed that, but look at this. She's vulnerable to your 6/6. I don't want it to die.
It's not the end of the world because it's 2 of my cards for 1 of yours.
That's true.
Okay.
Bargain. I still don't know why Bargain's not more popular, dude. Actually, it is a pretty popular thing. It's just, it's such a great. I love the deck, but
yeah,
it's just, it's difficult to deal with. But if you don't get your draws, it's not. It's very. I think it's inconsistent, right? Is that why people don't like it?
Yeah. I'd say
Ah,
so.
here we go, guys.
Yeah, I got some big boy plays.
Look at this. You see, there's no way I could contest this. The king, though, man, he is so good. I don't know why. I guess he doesn't see a lot of plays because of his cost.
Yeah.
And to recap on this, I think I don't know. Do you think me going on one side was a great idea?
Against Bargain, you probably wanna pressure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because
you probably go same side.
yeah, because I think because I can't outvalue you or outtempo you.
Yeah, let's go right there.
Oh my god, you see?
And
These guys are so difficult to deal with.
okay.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised that.
I think I'm gonna wait on the. I think I can wait on the Magnus value. 7/7 taunt protect is pretty durable.
Sucks.
Man, 0 mana Magnus is pretty good. Who would have guessed?
I know. I don't know why he did that, but I wanted to. I actually want to play. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I do this. This is what I want to do. I don't know if it was clean. It kind of changed my mind. But I'm going to play Gary So I could pop this without sacrificing everything on board. Obviously,
Okay, yeah, it saves yourself a 2/2. Okay.
we'll block here. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I move him up or not. We'll just move him up because he could charge down, kill it. It depends.
Well,
on
if you move up, I mean, like, because I'm getting the trade regardless. But
yeah, exactly.
If you move up, you're stopping collection.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a swing and a miss right there.
Yeah, that's true, Frost. It doesn't do much, but at least I keep 2/2s on the board. And I could... Oh, my God. You're getting so much value from him.
At the very least, I hit a 0 mana card with Magnus. Okay, what do I want here? Maybe that. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's savage.
Oh, you got some juicy stuff?
Oh man, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh man, that's a little bit good. Okay. Maybe I'm hanging back. I don't want you to have a salamander and get too much value. Okay.
Alright. So what we're going to do is obviously go here. We're not going to... Oh, man, I don't have enough Faeria. Shit. I thought I did. Damn it. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm tired, but I was hoping I'd hit 5 so I could... Well, that messed that up. That's fine. Yeah, that was bad. I should have plus 1. I don't know what it was. Oh, actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered because I didn't have a red land. I don't know why I miscalculated Faeria. I thought I had enough Faeria to... My play was going to be the chopper to kill your dude without having the combat thing. That's what I initially did because I needed the red up here so I could go down here, block this from collection, and I thought I had enough Faeria. So ultimately, if I had 5 Faeria, I would have played the chopper here, come down here, it would have killed the king, it would have blocked you, collect them from here. But that's all she wrote.
Okay. I think I'm putting that there.
Oh, man.
Failed. Dream Reaver.
Yeah, that's pretty GG, guys. I don't have... There's no way I could deal with the Reaver. And well, I could deal with a 6/9, but...
And then it dies.
Oh, it died. Yeah, you're right.
And now well, yeah, because I played Failed, and now I play Ogre Dance, and now I play a free Scourge Flame.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's GG, guys.
Another taunt for good measure, I guess.
Yeah, there's no way I could... It's just there's no way you could value. That's GG. Let's see what I get.
That was the meme finish right there.
Yeah. And I can't kill anything else besides no matter what I can't. GG, good game.
GG.
All right, I think we're tied, right?
Yep, 2-2, I believe.
Oh my God, one thing about bargain that's what bargain strength is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, the king is very difficult for this deck to deal with. He's just too bulky. He won you the game, don't you think? Or no?
I mean, there's certainly other stuff that the discounts could have hit that would have been good, but yeah, Magnus did a lot of work.
Yeah, he did. Well, it's entertaining.
Okay.
You're bringing these decks to the tournament, right?
Yes.
I have only one
Actually,
deck.
I think I'm not. I don't think I registered the bargain deck.
All right.
I think I brought a red-yellow instead of that.
I'm going to play Rakoan.
Right.
I don't think is Rakoan good enough to take bargain on, or do I have to? I think I have to play more aggressive.
Well, yeah, you gotta. I mean, you gotta play that deck. It's my last versus your last.
Yeah. But I think with Rakon, I need to be aggressive here.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Oh, that's a bad hand. And this is a bad matchup for me, right?
I'd like to say yes. Like, Rakon's is a stronger deck overall, but I think it's probably a good matchup for me.
Or I could play control, but I don't think this deck has enough control options to really...
Yeah. Okay, well I have a very slow hand.
Face, Frost. Face is right. Actually, you could technically play Rakon. Alright, what we're going to do is red. We don't have anything on board for... My hand's kind of... I actually shouldn't have mulliganed this guy. This was a bad keep. Ugh. How am I going to deal with that?
Ideally, you don't.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go one... Hold on. I'm going to be one side. I need to be aggressive here.
Ah, he's got the spice. He who has the gold and the spice wins the war. Ooh. Okay, now you're cooking.
Mirror, I kind of was going to go for ranged, personally. I think that was a mistake. I could have been picking at your face for 7 a turn. Actually, I should have gone ranged. That would have won me the game. Or at least potentially could have run me the game. Because if I would have had a 7/7 in front of my orb picking at your... You would have had to been... You would have to go back. Yeah. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
We're going to take this slow.
That is... You know what we're going to do? We're going to chill. We need to develop stuff on the board. That's not the most optimal play, by the way, but I want to get stuff on board.
Yep, seems good.
This feels weird. I always play this control deck wise, but hey, if it gets weird range, because the only way for me to beat you is just start putting pressure on you as soon as possible.
What do I want to do here?
Oh, here we go, guys. Jesus. The card draw. You see, I don't play with Chrome very often, so it's to be at a disadvantage here.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're getting some suboptimal discounts at the very least.
Yeah. Oh man, all these difficult minions to deal with. You're so far ahead on the board. See, the problem with this deck, I kind of think we should collect. Hold on 1 second. We're going to keep going forward. I know I missed collection, but I might be able to deal with this. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I needed pressure, guys. There's no other way I can outvalue his deck. He has board. Well, kind of. We're both kind of even in a way. But yeah. Actually, I could have put this bad boy up somewhere else, right? No, it's blue. Oh, man.
Okay. Okay. Tenuous peace agreement. The face is sacred. You may not hit it.
Unfortunately, I don't get. Okay, so this one here. I could actually do a couple things. I could kill your Leia with a frog tosser, or I could transform her to something else so I don't have to deal with her death touch. The only problem is you're going to get a lot of value out of it.
So the frog tosser, because the lands are all taken right now, you don't get the frog.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get that.
Maybe the transform is better.
I think the transform is better, and what we're going to do is this. We're going to obviously trade into this. Go here. Actually, I could have done that a little bit differently. Do this. Transform that. Obviously, you can contest. Let me look at my optimal plays here. We're going to do this as well. All right, so should I think I need to put the frog tosser to kill one of your minions over here. Your 3/4, so it lives. Because I need to flood the board and put as much pressure on you as possible. Or I could just chill this turn and just wait. I could put the champion down and get decent. Well, champion wouldn't be that good, actually. Because I know you're going to kill some of my minions next turn. So this is a tough play. I kind of think I want to do the frog tosser to kill one of your guys.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the most optimal play, but I don't get a stupid thing, but that's okay. Because you see, you're going to probably, if I were you, actually you're in a bad position because even if you kill the 4/3, you still have some big tempo or big stuff in your face, right?
Yeah. Okay, how do I want to do this? Yeah, a lot of big guys in my face. It's annoying.
I don't know if that was the most optimal play, but I just want stuff on the board. The champion might have been better Because then it's another threat that is incoming.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just so GG. Did I lose my board? Oh, man, that's so devastating. Oh, man. Well, that's obviously going... Hold on, do I have any way of dealing with that? Oh, hold on. No, I don't. Hold on. Ooh, wait a minute. I could technically deal... Hey, Super, how are you? I could definitely deal with Garridan.
What's up, Lizard?
Not much. We're practicing for tomorrow's tournament. This is moving up, obviously, here. You know what? I could deal with your Garridan with the Chieftain. I have to put another land, obviously. And then move him here on the blue and kill that. Or I could just put him down there and ignore it and just go face. Or I could put Leia down, too. But is that really the best play? So this is a tough position because I want to get the 5-bit, or at least 6. If I could get another 6 damage is good. Obviously, you're going to be able to kill it. But you're going to have a choice. You're still going to have a minion on board. So I think the extra damage is worth it. But I could be wrong. All right, I'm going to do... I know it dies for free. And we're going to chill. I know, that might have been a greedy play. But you see, the thing is, you don't have another minions around here to really protect. That was a greedy play, though.
Let's see. Okay. What's in the box?
Yeah, but you have a lot of tools, dude. I'm getting close, but I don't think I'm going to be able to win it. Garridan, I should have killed Garridan, I think, come to think of it. You would have killed Garridan, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I probably would have killed him.
Yeah, that was such a greedy play by me. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that tomorrow. If I was in the same position, I would have killed him tomorrow. See, the thing is, I'm concerned about what's in your hand and your discounts, because you could just easily flood the board, and then I'll miss my window of opportunity, though.
Yeah. Get what you mean. Okay, I'll do this.
You see? And yeah, it dies, but
Too efficient, but
no, but it
I
protects.
don't need efficiency right now. I just need to not be dead.
Not good enough.
Illusionist. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot play nothing here. I need to. I'm thinking about putting Leia down, because that'll deal with anything big you have. But I'm also thinking about +1ing and pass. But if I do that, then it really doesn't do anything for board. Yeah, you see, I don't have any.
Maybe you're just playing a chieftain.
Yeah, I could do that as well, because Chieftain's can be over here by himself. He could collect. And +1.
And you can dash into collection.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Yeah, guys, I can't outvalue him. That's my Windows was pretty much it. That's why I didn't kill Garridan, because I need to get you. I need to kill you before you get this. Now, and no matter what, this guy here. Yeah, no matter what, she just dies for free. You can't zip him to kill that. That can't kill it. Ah, man. So I'm going to probably play... there, so it doesn't die. At least I have some stuff. Like the Leia, I'm not going to play. I mean, I could put Leia down there to kill one of your guys. Maybe that's a good idea, no? It's the only thing I could think of. Actually, that was a stupid placement. I'm tired, but think it. Yeah, getting kind of a little hard to focus here. But I was thinking, put the Leia there to kind of prevent your collectors or something. But man, you're gonna kill it with a 6/4. But I get a 6/4 off your board, but it's not gonna. It does prevent you from collecting, though.
It's true. Yeah, it's a tough call here.
Yeah, I want to prevent your collections. Because I would kill with a 6/4 to keep your 6/6 and dead. Then you're going to kill the taunt. But still, I'm way behind on this game. See, the problem is I can't outvalue your amazing discounts. That's why I wanted to pressure you right away.
Yeah.
And I don't think killing Garridan would have really made a big difference long term, though. Or maybe it would have. Yeah, guys. That is pretty much GG. There's no way I could come back from this.
I just got the big boys.
Yeah, you got... This is why I wanted to kill you so quickly. Yeah. I've had this guy in my hand. All game, pretty much. But a little bit too little, too late. Anyways, dude, I really appreciate it. It was still great games, nonetheless. But
yeah.
I think Bargain's just too tough.
Yeah, that I think it was game number 2. That was a real slugfest.
Yeah, it was. It was, dude. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, and it's got what, the director's cut additional commentary.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, dude, like these games, all these games that start mentally. Well, I had a real tough day at work. It was real busy, so I'm technically tired from that. But like here, just concentrating on your moves, it's a challenge. I can't see how these people in tournaments play for hours and hours and hours without making horrendous misplays.
That's the thing, right? It happens to the really good players too. Like Sabo last week had an insane 5-game series, but I guess he was tired or out of focus or something, but he forgot about that the timer was going, and he lost by getting disqualified.
You know what? Having the timer
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it even worse. Ah, man, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But if it was easy,
if you're feeling like 2 under time pressure tomorrow, go with your gut.
Yeah. And tomorrow's just going to be a learning experience. I'm going to rewatch this video tonight, too, just to see. But I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll probably do some Hearthstone with that Druid deck and see how
totally.
that...
I'll, let's see, what time is it? 11?
It's late for you, huh?
Yeah, I'd probably be down for a little bit of Hearthstone.
All right, dude. And as a matter of fact, if you want to battle that, we could do that, too.
Oh, you cut out?
I was gonna say if you want to battle in Hearthstone, we could do that too.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, man. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll message you.
All right, cool.
All right,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Thank you for watching, and good luck everyone who's entering the tournament tomorrow. Good night.
See you stream.
Later.